Howdy everyone, this is Tricia and welcome to my garden. Okay, so I usually say welcome to my channel, but I just felt like saying garden today because we're out here in the garden. And I've done some things out here. I don't know if I showed you guys, I planted some seeds. So I've got some spinach planted in there, and then I've got some, it's a kind of a hot pepper blend of mixes of different peppers, so I don't know what they are. I followed the instructions, planted as it said, and I planted some other seeds for some little flowers. And I don't even remember if I showed you all of that, but let me walk over to where I have that. They're like ground covers. These are some forget-me-nots. These are Shasta daisies. It's not a ground cover, but I planted that there. Gypsophilia right in there. Oops, I just stepped on a plant. Okay, and then that over here, it's just like a little wildflower, kind of a mix of things. So I just threw them in there to see what comes up. I got that at the Dollar Tree, so I don't know how well it's gonna work. It's this fragrance bouquet. Okay, and then in here I've got some little seeds started for some sunflowers. Oh, that was just a trash can that fell. Okay, so let me tell you what we're gonna do today. So this box here, this is my storage box. I have it here right outside and under the kitchen window, and I put everything here that I'm working on at the recent moment. But we're gonna take everything out, and because we're gonna move this, and of course everything will go back. Oh, I don't know why I'm saying things twice. Everything will go back into that box, and hopefully including these bags of soil that are open. Okay, so that box will be moved to where I used to have my vegetable garden. And I think I showed you all this in the previous video or my previous vlog, that I was going to take it apart, and I sure did. Well, my husband actually did. It was right here. I had a wooden structure. Here's all the wood. It had this cute little black fencing and a little gates that I could open and some sunscreen on the top. We decided to just completely take it apart. We have an idea where we wanted to move that to become a structure for something else, but we decided the best thing was to take everything apart and start fresh. And then the gate part, I used it, let me walk over here. See, I used it right along here, right here, and then it goes all the way down just to a certain spot. Okay, so that's where that got moved. And let's go back, because then I also mentioned that I wanted to sift the dirt that I had here for my vegetable garden and see if it had any, larvae from those hornworms, tomato hornworms that devastated my garden last year. But my husband was saying, it's not, it's not very deep. I should just spread it out. But I did start a compost pile, so I'm thinking I'm going to take some of it and put it in the compost pile. Okay, so that storage box is going to get moved right here. We got some stepstones or bricks to lay, 4 of them, so that we can place it on there so it's not actually on the dirt. Like the little legs are not actually on the dirt. And then all along here is where I'm going to place the boxes that I purchased. Look at all the dandelions that I got growing. Supposedly dandelions are good for you. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Anyway, I got all my boxes over here. These planter boxes, I showed you these. These are from Sam's as well. Oh, but my storage box, we bought it like a couple of years ago, and it cost like 80 bucks. But anyway, this is the storage boxes. And I don't know if I can pull this off. Well, I'll show you too once it's put together. But anyway, when I put this together, I got some soil right here. These are for container gardening. So I want to put some of that soil in there. I don't know if I got 4 bags, and I have 4 of these, but they look like they're pretty big. So I'm hoping 1 bag is enough for each one. If not, I'll have to buy more. But that's okay. That big giant box is a better deal than buying some small boxes or bags. I think I had shown you these. I planted some caladiums in there, and I'd like to plant the other bulbs over here somewhere. And then I cleaned up the amaryllis, you guys, and replanted that. And I don't recall if I told you about that, or if I showed you that I did that, but that's what I've done. Clean them up, watch the video, said to top them off, and do that. Okay, over here I planted some more seeds, hot pepper, and some spinach. We'll see how that does. Okay, so let's go back here because I told you that I started a compost pile. So I found a spot that where it would work just fine. This is where I keep all my potted things, and I want to do some potting here of plants, although sometimes I work at a different table. But look, this little corner right here, you guys. This is a perfect spot to create this compost. It's not quite finished. I gotta finish it off. This is what I did. So I bought these metal posts. See, and they're only a 3-foot post. They have different sizes, but I bought the 3-foot post because I also bought this, and this was only 2 feet, 24 inches. So these posts went into the ground 3 feet. I mean, sorry, they went into the ground 1 foot. So now they're 2 feet. So it was perfect for the height of this mesh. And this is a 1/2 inch mesh, you know, the little squares, the spacing, they're 1/2 inch, and it was a roll that is a 2 foot by 25 feet. I paid, I think it was $26 for this, and I paid $3 and some change for each of those, so almost $16. So altogether I paid about 40 bucks. Okay, so I decided to put them in the ground. No actual measuring or anything like that. Last night it was the ground was still kind of soft because it's been raining, so I was able to push them down with a mallet. And then I wrapped this around. I started at this end, used these ties, well, zip ties, whatever you want to call them, and went around, zip tied it, so forth, there and there. And then I've come back to this spot, and then I started cutting right here, but it was getting really dark and I couldn't see what I was doing, so I said, okay, I'll continue in the day. And then I looked at my video so I could come over here and continue, but the videos that I took on my phone were horrible. Couldn't see anything. And anyway, so I'm gonna continue today, and it's cutting each and every one of these, and then when I'm done, I'll just bend this, you know, this edge here towards the back so it doesn't stick out this way and get caught in us when we pass by it. So look, I've already thrown some leaves, and that's some soil that I had in some pots that had a whole bunch of those little boll weevils, those little bugs in them. So that's where the amaryllis was planted in, and it was just full of bugs and some little roaches. I think that's what they were. It's just what I feel like they were, whatever they were. They were all in there, so I said, you know what, I'm going to throw that in the compost, let them eat up all the leaves and defecate and create the compost. So that's what I'm doing. All right. So then today I am going to go ahead. Oh, the wind is hitting my camera. Sorry. I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting that compost gate or fencing, so I can put that roll away because it's really nice. And then I'm going to get some of this dirt from here, put it over there, set up the stepping stones that I want to put here, and hopefully my husband will come out and put everything in the box, and we'll put the box here. And look, here's the stuff that I bought too. Also, okay, the stepping stones for the box are these over here. I got 4 of them, but I also bought these little bricks, and I bought 4 for each of my boxes, the planter boxes that I'm going to set up, because I also don't want the legs resting on the dirt. Now I have a little bit of a thought here. So my idea is I'm going to put the box right here. Hopefully it's close to the edge here, to about right here, maybe it'll go. So then I want to put the planter boxes all the way down, and I'm thinking that I'm going to put like one here and then another here, and then right here, this little spot right here, we walk through here a lot. So I'm going to skip that space and then start here and put another 2 planter boxes over here. Because if it's not that space that we go through this one. So I'm either going to put 3 boxes, skip a space, and then put 1 box. But that doesn't seem to make sense. So I think I'm going to do 2 boxes, make a space, and then 2 boxes. Because I do have another plant that I could put right there. The other thought was to actually put the vegetable planter boxes on this side, but I want to be able to see them, so I want to put them here. And that's what I'm going to do. So I shall be back when hopefully most of that is done. Okay, so I'm back later in the afternoon, and that has been cleared out, the table or the storage box that was there. So I'll show you where it's now, and the planters. My husband helped me finish up all this. I came out here and I was actually cleaning up some leaves and then removing most of the soil from there. And there's the box, all nice. A nice little spot here where I can put my chair here and then work on stuff on top of it. And then look, we set up the planters, put them on little bricks so they're not on the ground. I like it because look, it's got this cute little drainage system. And then it's got this little thing so when it's full of water, it floats upward if it's too much water, and then it just goes down as the water drains. And way over on the side here, let me get in there. It's got some little plugs. You pull those out so if it's got too much water, you can also help it drain. So my husband's putting the bags of dirt, the container gardening soil. We're gonna put it one in each of these. Let me show you where I moved that dirt. Sorry, there's a branch there. We had to trim some of the hibiscuses that are there. I put a little pile of dirt. I didn't want to put it all in the compost because I thought this is really good soil I could use if I need to plant with. So I put a bunch of leaves in there that I raked up, some grass roots, and then I threw a little bit of the dirt on top just to keep the leaves from flying all over the place. I had also cleaned under this table, but there's more leaves again. The wind just blows everything all over the place. And I sorted out my pots in the bottom, you know, nice pots and such. Some of them are really nice, some of them are, you know, Dollar Tree ones, but they're okay. And then these are the nursery pots, so you can see that right there. I cleaned that out, and then I put my bags of soil up here, and I have some pebbles there. So anyway, that's what we've done so far. Now I'm going to fill up my planters with the soil, and I'll show you how that looks. Okay, so I wanted to show you the label from the planters. There's the brand Woodlook Elevated Garden Bed. Again, I got these from Sam's. These are the dimensions of the planter. And just so you can see, you know, more of the, what am I trying to say? More of the label. And of course, that's what it looks like. And as you can see, it has a little shelf at the bottom. You can put some stuff on there. And, oh, and this is how many gallons and pounds. Also, this is the container gardening soil. Of course, you'll probably get whatever you want to use. But this is how much is in there, 2.48 cubic feet. Okay, so that's how much is in each bag. So let me show you. Oh, and then also, each of these came with 5 of these little things here, and I'll show you. On here, oh, okay, well, here's how much the soil filled up. See, it came up to about 2/3, which is really nice, which is this line right here that it has. Okay, so then right here on the sides, it has these little openings on each side. It has 5 along here, and it has 5 along this other side. So these little guys get placed in there. I'm not exactly sure yet how to do it. Okay, well, you know what, I'm just gonna put it right here for now. Okay, I'll rest them on top here for now, and then I'll figure it out how it goes. But anyway, you place these on here and so forth and so on. And that's in case, you know, you got little plants that are coming up. They can kind of grab onto here. So that's pretty neat. I'm not going to put them on here at this time because I don't have any plants in there. So I'm going to put them back in that little plastic bag. But I'll figure out. I think they just kind of like snap into the hole. Okay, so I was investigating the little holes on that side. They seemed like really small, but that's how it would go. Okay, so that just gives you an idea of how those work, and in case you're interested in these planters, again, they're from Sam's. And yeah, our storage box was also from Sam's, and I've been there recently and they still have it. Ours was about, I think it was like $79. It was also about $80, but they do have a bigger one that's like $99. But I mean, that all depends on where you're at and the prices. So anyway, that's what I've done today. Hope you had fun watching my little video and that it wasn't too long and boring for you. So I'm going to give myself a big old dirty gardening thumbs up, and I hope that YouTube will give me a big old thumbs up and leave a nice comment down below and let me know what you thought of my video today and what do you think about these boxes, you guys. And the struggling that I just went through. Actually, putting them together was not bad at all. It was super easy. My husband and I did it. We did it really quick. I think it was more putting the dirt in there because the bags were so heavy. But there we go. All right. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your week, and share on your social medias. Make sure you subscribe, hit that red button and the little bell so you're notified of when I put up my videos. And as always, enjoy.